Like, who cares how these shoes perform for physical training and whatnot? Like, tell me how they perform for Glizzy eating and beer drinking. It's not necessarily your traditional full day of eating because I'm at a bachelor party, and a lot of my fitness folks and fitness influencer friends, they don't like to drink and stuff, but I will never be afraid to knock some back with the boys. And I know that the physique and the body obviously don't always respond super well to that. But right now I'm sitting around 178, 180 pounds. I maintain anywhere from like 10 to 12% body fat year round. I've done this since probably 2020 at this point. Like, I used to go through little mini cuts and little bulks as I was trying to gain more muscle, but right now in this point in season of my life, I just like to maintain where I'm at. I'm very happy. Show you my physique before I go out and grab coffee. So if I had to guess right now, I'm probably a little bit higher for my body fat. But all that to say, let's go grab some coffee. I will see you guys very soon. Alright, so unfortunately the coffee shop did not have any food, so we are running off a straight nitro because I'm bougie and I'm worth it. But we just rolled up to the gym we're training at with my friend. Alright, so pre-workout I am going to have a little Cliff Bar just to get some calories in my body here. This is my favorite flavor by far. It's very rare when you have the gym entirely to yourself. Check out this space. This is sick. You got platforms. Oh my god, how fucking cool. Alright, let's get to training. Alright, so we got a little circuit of movement prep here. We got wall sits for 3x40 seconds. This is for some tendon prep on my knees. And then we have cable pull-throughs. These are always interesting because they kind of give me a read on how my knees are feeling. Like, I've been on the road for the last 6 weeks now, traveling to different places for work and whatnot. And when I travel like this and I'm sleeping on different beds, different couches, my tendons just get so rough and beat up. And my knees have been a little bit problematic over the last, gosh, I don't know, like 6 to 8 months. Like, they're fine. I could train with them, but you know how you get when you're tired, achy and you're tired and whatnot, run down. So that's kind of what I'm battling through. So making sure that we really prep everything before we get to tugging some weights. Today we have a 2x6 and a 2x6. The first 2x6 is supposed to be around an RPE 9 and the second is supposed to be an RPE 8, but I think I'm gonna actually scale back the intensity a little bit just knowing my body and the state it's in. So probably do like a 8 and 7 or 6 depending on how I'm feeling, but we'll let the barbell tell. Overall, we had a really good, solid deadlift day, all things considered. Whenever traveling and not eating normally, sleeping normally, etc., I'm always mentally prepared that my workouts will likely not be the most quote-unquote optimal or feeling the best compared to my normal circumstances. So in today's workout, had 2x6, working around like an 8-ish, 9-ish RPE based off of what I had. I actually scaled that back a little bit, hit 405 and 415 for 6 for my top 2 sets, and then I did back offs at 315. Since I didn't have a belt or anything, I also kept the weight a little bit lighter, and I worked a little bit slower for my back offs and used a double overhand grip for one set and then a hook grip for the other just to build some grip and also build some nice eccentric tempo training with the deadlift. We finished off with some kickstand dumbbell RDLs. Fantastic for getting a little bit of hip internal rotation there. So fun exercise if you find like you're like me and you're built like the Tin Man with your hips. And then we also had some assisted Nordic hamstring curls, and these absolutely cooked me. So the goal here was to slow down that eccentric and let those hamstrings lengthen and then assist yourself back up in the concentric. And my God, my hamstrings were sore for literally 3 to 4 days. And I think after the Bachelor weekend, they were just absolutely cooked and gassed. Finished off too with some eccentric GHD sit-ups. Again, a fantastic exercise, but super sore afterwards. All in all, great workout for everything considered. A massive thank you to my friend Scott for letting me come. Scott, thickest thighs in the game. Boom. Thanks for letting me come, dude. So this gym is in this massive movement climbing complex. I used to be a part of moving back in Denver. It was a sweet spot, and it was cool. Had everything you need, but it was really small. This one is massive. Post-workout snack before we do the 5-5-10 challenge. We have muscle milk, 40 gram of protein, nitro cold brew, Starbucks, a Rip Van Waffle snickerdoodle flavor, and then the Bobo's orange cranberry. Now, this is not optimal, folks, so just so we are on the record here, this is not an optimal day of eating when it comes to health and fitness. This is a, hey, I just finished a workout. I'm trying to get in some protein and carbs to recover, restore some glycogen and whatnot before we do the 5-5-10, which is going to just be absolutely tough because the guys are already out. They left early, so now that means I have to catch up. I'll see you guys back at our Airbnb and I'll explain exactly what we're going to be doing. All right, so what exactly is the 5-5-10 challenge? It is a challenge where we have plotted out a map of 5 different bars in Chicago, and essentially we have to run in between the 5 bars, and it equates to 5 miles. So we are running a cumulative of 5 miles today. And throughout this, what is the other 5 and 10? So the other 5 is you have to eat 5 glizzies or 5 dogs throughout and drink 10 beers. So that's run 5 miles, eat 5 glizzies, drink 10 beers, and all in the span of kind of as fast as you can do it. I'm already running behind. The guys left about like 45 minutes earlier. I'm actually kind of bummed about it because I took all the group pics and I wasn't involved, but I had work meetings this morning and I couldn't really get around those. It is going to be a day. I am not condoning doing this. I'm not saying, hey, go out and do this, but you know what? Like, I guess this is some angle of fitness. We're going to see how much I can run and how fast I can run 5 miles while drinking 10 beers, which is a lot for me. I'm going to be hurting. I'm going to be dying. You're going to see a side of me that likely will not come out on this channel for a long time, if ever again. So we'll see how this goes. And then also, just for my shoe fanatics out there, we have the brand new Mount Coast S1s. This is the first time I'm breaking them in. I wore them out on my feet a little bit just around the house when I first got them, but literally I'm still untying them because they're straight out of the box almost in the sense of being used. So I'll also have some thoughts on these as we go. Everybody's been talking about these shoes for running and training and whatnot. Okay, that's cool and all, but how about for eating 5 glizzies and drinking 10 beers? I mean, that's what the people really want to know, right? All that said, let's go. I got my little shirt here, Ben's Big Booty Bash. I am also so under my calories for the day. God, this challenge is gonna kill me. I have not eaten enough and, you know, had my normal flow of eating, so I'm going basically off of like 2 little carby bars, Cliff Bar, and then a protein shake. This is going to destroy me, people. You were going to see me in rare form, so I do apologize beforehand. Running to the first bar to play catch up. See you guys in a minute.
Am I going to be famous?
I don't know.
This streaming is a nightmare because you're worried with you get legal shake on when they'll come and dig up.
Man. We've been heckled so much already.
Yep. That makes sense. Wow.
Number 2. Number 3. Hello. Run to the third bar. 3 beers in.
It's gonna happen.
No dogs yet. So no glizzy count. But 3 beers. Got a good squad of guys. We keep getting so many looks from the Chicago people who are just trying to live their lives on a Friday. We are at the first spot for hot dogs. The goal is at least 2 to 3 glizzies right now. We'll report back. So we're 3 beers in, heading to the third bar eventually. First glizzy spot right now. This is apparently a famous spot. What is this place called?
Portillo's.
Portillo's. If you're from Chicago, tell me how Portillo's is in the comments. All right, dog spot.
Leaves and goes to Pittsburgh
3 hot dogs.
Sunday night.
Another beer. We got a Modelo here. So we are now 4 beers deep, 3 hot dogs, 3 of 5, 4 of 10. Let's go. 4th glizzy. The plan is to get down as many dogs as we can so we don't have to worry about it later and we can just focus on the drinking. That's where my mind's at. That's the strategy. Let's see how it plays out, Cotton.
Jake's
All right. 4 blocks and then we gotta make it right. Run to the 4th bar, which means we got 2 bars left. I'm 4 glizzies deep, 4 beers deep. Got 6 beers left. 1 glizzy. How we feeling, Brad?
Not good.
Not good.
Stomach's heavy.
Boys,
As long
how
as
we
it's
feeling?
not just me. Knees weak, arms are heavy.
5th beer. So we are officially 4 glizzies, 4 beers deep. This is the 5th beer. These are actually pretty small, so I might actually get 2 or 3 here. Try to get up to 7 beers before we're out to the 5th bar because we have 1 more bar left. A couple glizzy spots on the way, but we got touch tunes over here, which means we're definitely gonna get some tunes on here. But 5 beers in. Cheers, y'all. How many dogs and beers are you at?
4 dogs, 5 beers.
Ooh, is this your 5th beer?
This is my 5th.
All right, nice. We're on the same level.
We're keeping it going.
Keeping it going. Number 6. A little bit of an update. 4 hot dogs and 7 beers. I went to go grab a deck of cards for horse races. The boys have never played. If you've played horse races, let me know in the comments below how you like that game because it is so fun with the group. We're in the 5th bar right now. 4 glizzies, 7 beers. This is the front of the pack right now. We're up there. It's about a mile to the next bar. Mount the Coast shoes, doing pretty good. Got the S1s on, not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, so I fucked up. It's not 5 bars. It's as many bars as it takes, but 5 miles, 5 glizzies, 10. And we're at the 5th bar right now. Yeah. And I'm 4 glizzies, 7 beers. Now technically 8. Yes, we have 8 beers. Where are you?
I'm 6 on 6, but I finished 5 hot dogs.
No dogs?
I saw my dogs.
Running to the 5th bar. 8 beers in, 4 glizzies in.
9.
Mount the Coast S1, still doing pretty good. 6 bars.
6.
Going to get our 9th beer, 5th dog. What's up, boy? Oh, Jake, you organized this whole thing.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? How's it going?
Honestly, I think it's going well. It's harder than I thought it was going to be, but so far, so good.
Harder than
Everyone's good spirits. We're almost, we made it to every bar. They've received us well, so I'm happy.
So, we got 1 more glizzy, 1 more dog, and then we are done.
1 more beer.
And 1 more beer.
1 more beer.
1 more beer. 1 more dog. And we're done.
2 more miles.
Mount the Coast S1s. They've been serving me really well. They're light, easy to wear. Toe box could be a little bit wider, but not too bad. All things considered. Could be worse, could be better. We gotta go.
Put those shoes to work.
I'm sweating my balls off. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm dying. We're almost at 5 miles.
Take time.
But we're still 1 glizzy
There it is.
and 1 beer short. We see it.
Salvation.
This doesn't feel good.
Here's that.
It's salvation up here. 10th beer. I got 1 more glizzy. 10th beer in. Once we get this down, we are 10 beers in after I poured some in Neil's glass here.
They're white, they're fresh, they're
Mount
sexy,
the Coast.
they're stylish, guaranteed to get you laid. Jake, how many times have you had sex in those shoes? We can't say that on camera. We can't say that on camera. That's okay. 0. And so that's it for today. We'll be back this time, same time tomorrow.
All right, we are back at the house. I'm dying, guys. But all that to say, the S1s from Mount the Coast. Honestly, I enjoyed them. Easy to wear all day. Like, they do have a bit of a taper up here in the toe box, and I'll talk about that in my full review. But in the context of first daily wear, like all day wear, running 5 miles in them, walking in them, they were pretty comfortable. Lightweight, super easy to rock and whatnot. But we finished the 5-5-10 challenge, technically. Full day of eating. We're going out to eat tonight at like a nicer restaurant. So the goal tonight, so knowing that I had like literally protein bars, a protein shake, and then glizzies and beers, the goal tonight will be to have like an actual dense nutrition meal regarding protein, veggies, and stuff. So the goal will be to find like maybe like a steak plate with some potatoes and some veggies. Generally, most restaurants will have that. So that will be the goal tonight. All right, so out at dinner, I did not film any talking head clips, but we had some tomahawk steak, some mac and cheese, and some broccoli and Brussels sprouts. I also had one of these big, massive chocolate chip cookies. It was fantastic. And then another part of the day that I did not film was I went out to a concert to see Briss and Maroney with one of my friends. Her and I had a couple of cocktails there, but that was after the guys went to sleep, so I didn't want to bring my camera, obviously, to a concert. But awesome show. Highly recommend seeing Briss and Maroney if you never have and you're a fan of him. But that is about how I wrapped up my day and finally hit the hay around at 2 a.m. The day went off the rails pretty damn fast. But all that to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little bit more fun. Something that's definitely not a regular or will ever be regular on this channel, nor is it something that is my norm. But all that to say, if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know in the comments down below. Drop a like on the video, try to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. And you know what? For what it's worth, I do not feel that bad today. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or what that says about me, but I do not feel that hungover.